Welcome back to our Ile Saint-Hubert Site C Jurassic World Rebirth Park build, where I have decided we are not adequately using the pre-built part of the map. We have it as a little decoration over here, and we're building new shit over here. What's the point of that? Let's integrate this properly into the park. So I've gone ahead, I put in some new paddocks back in here in this open area that we can use. I've gone ahead and given ourselves a ranger station directly to administer these paddocks with an invisible path sneaking along the waterfront here. Connecting over this way. We've started to sneak in some bathrooms. We have obviously plenty of shelters, and we'll sneak in some amenities maybe over here, or over here, or over here. And we'll get this lab to be a functioning actual part of the park. So to that end, I'm going to move the dilos back into, I think, this little pen back here in the corner. We'll turn this into kind of a carnivore sector. We'll leave this is an herbivore pen here. We'll take down this middle fence, separating out the dilo paddock, and expand this pen out. I think we'll airlift over the carnos, maybe, into one of the other exhibits that we're working on, and probably just leave the compies here. And this can eventually become our Tyrannosaurus exhibit, since it's already got the river and stuff in it. Obviously, we'll need to expand it at some point for that, but it seems good for that. And then we're going to go ahead and use the lagoon here, probably to hold the mosasaur if it will fit. It should fit. That's a pretty big lagoon. So I've gone ahead and thrown in a hatchery over here in the corner. And I don't know what's going to happen with this down here. It looks like it sits on a nice little platform. That's actually kind of amazing. Okay, also, who's dying? A compy is dying. Oh yeah, the compies. Right, we had a problem with them, of course, crossing the water somehow and getting stuck. Might be good to get them off of the waterfront actually and put them over here as well. So we'll think about that. I'm genuinely shocked at how well this works. Maybe this is a fluke almost. Okay, this is weird. Yeah, this part's not so good. This is definitely because of the depth of this and the way it probably connects here to a lagoon and you can see it from the bottom under the water. Yeah, I bet you that's why it has that side pillar there that almost makes this work as like a floating area. I'm kind of curious if I do... If I do this... And I just kind of... Okay, that doesn't currently do anything on that radius. Maybe none of it does any... Oh, the water probably needs to be adjusted if I'm going to do that. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Just curious if I can kind of try to keep part of the concrete on the side sticking through, but also push this back a little bit so that it's not completely floating. Almost. Yeah, I don't think it's going to quite work if I don't want that ledge there kind of floating, but yeah, there's no way to really have one without the other. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. We'll just push this back a little further. It makes the map also, like, more our own, in a sense, right? It's the first time we've, like, played on a map that somebody's made that I've downloaded. So by doing this, it's more our own version of the map, and I kind of like that. Okay, yeah, I think I'm okay with this. Lagoon on the little cliff edge, not even push that far back out. And now we can actually use this as an exhibit. In terms of visibility, we don't have much of any. We got this sideways Biosyn tower. But a remote viewing gallery should be fine in here. We could plug that in like anywhere. So yeah, I think we'll get the animals moved over and then worry about the amenity situation. So I think this is all I need to do right now. We finished whatever research we had running from last time. We still got this stuff running. And I've adjusted the star rating, which actually, let's let the game run here for a moment. The star rating should, I think, go down even further than this. So I had a file on my drive for the last time we did a sandbox, and we adjusted the star rating. And so yeah, now we're at a much higher appeal demand of 20K. And the income level, whatever, is way higher. We were like over 4 stars, I think, at the end of last episode. And I think this might still drop further. It takes a little while to, like, update itself. Maybe not. Maybe that's as far as it goes. Oh, I'm going to start moving Dilos over. Alright, Dilos are settling into their new home. Fossil check. Got Styraco coming in. Since the first episode, or first set of 2 episodes, rather, I have gone ahead and downloaded a new Styracosaurus skin for us to use. So I'm excited to see how that looks in-game. Nothing too substantial, just a new pattern, but I really like the look of the mod, so I think it was, it seemed like a perfect time to use it. Alright, we definitely can support our Dilo pack in this little pen here. Sufficiently, so we'll start airlifting them over here basically one at a time, and then if we run into the limits of their enclosure, we'll sell off the extras. Okay, so Carnos are coming in here. The real question is going to be, are they going to destroy this medical truck? What is going to happen with this modded situation? Currently, the hitbox is like mostly blocking their territory. So, like, it might be fine. And they have everything they need without really substantially editing the environment. We got a little bit of water there. The feeders are now in here. This was already all sand, so the map was already, like, configured for this to be a nice Carno exhibit. Then we got one more pen here for something. We'll probably look at that being a 3rd carnivore species. So to that end, Pyroraptor? It's kind of the only other one. Oh, Velociraptor, der. Yeah, Velociraptor's definitely in the park. Pyroraptor's like on the maybe list, because we don't necessarily need those. Alright, check our fossils again. How are we doing on these Styracosaurus? Not quite done. Oh, right, because we never actually sent out another dig. I'll wait. We'll wait to process. Let's do the expedition. Alright, and then do we have anything left over that we're ready to breed here? So we got our Apatos, Diablos, Paras. Aranosaurus was almost ready too. Aranostyrac are the next 2 animals. So the big problem here was what we do with the ground fruit requirement, because we don't really want to put this guy in the current herbivore enclosure. That's kind of why I stopped working on Aranosaurus. Styraco should be fine. Oh, but they don't like Diablos, right? I think so. Likes micro, likes ceratopsid, dislikes. No, they do. Okay, yeah. So Styrac just goes in this existing pen. That's fine. So we'll keep pushing that. Well, we were right to wait. We pick up one more Styrac fossil, which completes the genome. And we don't have to do 2 batches, so that's perfect. Might as well go finish Aranosaurus, even though we don't have an enclosure for it yet. And then we'll get the Styracs out. And, yeah, we're going to leave the copies here. Hopefully they don't get trapped across the water again. If they do, we can just make a cut through the river and just leave it be. Styrax going here, and then I want to take a moment and tinker with getting amenities set up here. So I'm going to do that off the recording, because I might need to do some little finagling here with the the hills and whatnot to get this to work. All right, Styracosaurus. We are using this Styracosaurus A skin straight from the Nexus. It should already be in the video description, even for the first episode. I added it after the stream, but before finishing and uploading the episodes and everything. So, over here, we do have our set of amenities now. 1, 2, and 3. 2 here, 1 up the hill. They slide in pretty okay. Oh, is that the... oh, no, that's probably the ranger team. That's not the... Yeah, the medical team has avoided attracting the attention of the Carnos, which is interesting. And then, yeah, we got bathroom tucked in over here and a shelter tucked here on this corner. The shelter placement actually was suboptimal. It needed to be more over here. But I'm just going to leave it be. I'm not going to put another one in, at least not right now. We might do something with that later. Bathroom coverage is 100% at least. We also tucked one in over here that fit in pretty well next to the gas station. Ah, shit. There's a storm. Good timing, I guess. Alright, let's look at the Styrax real quick. 6 eggs, 2 aggressive. 4 is a perfectly good clutch. No alphas, though. Do a second batch. Styrac is one of my favorite dinosaurs in general, so I'm perfectly happy to have a dozen of them in this pen. Alright, and then, yeah, the compies are something I was thinking about moving. How many of these do we actually have? Over 15. I'm torn. I, like, put in a meat feeder for them in the Carno pen, but now I'm kind of thinking I'm not going to move them. Because I don't want to airlift 15 compies. I've been flipping back and forth on whether or not I actually do something with these. Alright, let's get the amenities sorted a little bit before anything else happens here. So, they've changed substantially since we moved out the other guys. T-shirts is probably the best bet. Which then means that these ones should probably be the same. I think it'd be neat if the amenities weren't just simply clones of each other's, like, settings, right? Like, they have slightly different upgrades, but the demands are always the same between them all. If they're, like, closely nestled together. It might be, I don't know. I feel like this whole system could use an overhaul, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Configuring your amenities is like busy work. It's like an obligation. And it could be a little more interesting, I would say. I should probably open these shelters, huh? Alright. Oh, and yeah, we should look at some stuff here. Comfort 90, 90. Bronto Billy's good now because of the... This Dilo enclosure area was essentially all forest. So Bronto Billy's issue was he wasn't going all the way over here for forest, but now he goes over here and, like, it's good to go. It doesn't matter. Okay, damage to the arrival helipad. Now that's a problem. I don't know if I can fix that. What happens if we just queue up? Go fix. I think it's just not going to do anything, but... Okay, Ranger Team 2, no access. That is presumably this. Yes. Okay, so how in the world Do we think we could fix this? It's already hard enough to even get over here. Oh my god. Can I? Oop. I can actually reach it? No shot. Okay, cool. Very cool. That would have bothered me having that damage the whole time, even though it doesn't really do anything. It's very nice. Okay, Styraco eggs, number 2. Social Humble. Okay, I'll take your whole stock. 10 Styracosaurus sounds like a party to me. We'll hatch these ones first so we get the proper alpha out in the initial wave. And then, yeah, Oranosaurus could go in here, I suppose, right? Like, there's no reason not to put them in with the compies if we're not using the pen. And it's done. Let's do that on the... No, we'll do that on the 3. And then we'll do Velociraptor next. I think that's a good target. Because then we can get the last carnivore in that way. And then I'm kind of optimistically hoping... Oh, you're just, like, stuck here now. Kind of optimistically hoping we can deal with any fence breaks between the Carnos, Dilos, and Velociraptors without incident. Which, you know, may not actually be true. Alright, there we go. Hopefully he can navigate his way home from here, because I don't want to have to manually drive him all the way over there to the gas station. It doesn't look good, does it? No, he's definitely still stuck. Hey, Shedleski, how's it doing? How's it doing? How's it going? How are you doing? One or the other, not both. Alright, we did it. There he goes. Home sweet home, I guess. Alright, Styracosaurus. No, 9 seconds. 9 seconds in Styracosaurus. It's almost there. Alright, so this is a very interesting looking Styrac mod. It does my favorite thing that people do with Styracosaurus, which is give them stripy horns. I love this aesthetic of stripy horn Styracs. Let's do one of these. Capture mode. We can bring in the daylight. Get a closer look at this very nice skin. Yeah, some nice natural, well-blended stripes on the body. Nice counter shading with like the white legs and the underbelly. And then, yeah, stripy horns. Very cool. Including the nose horn. Very lovely. Very simple one-and-done skin mod that somebody made that is just excellent. It's feels like Christmas when you're just kind of shopping on Nexus mods and you just find a really cool like mod from 2 years ago that you've never noticed before, and you get to enjoy it. I really like it. Wave number 2. So, 10 of these guys. But they should be eating, theoretically, plants we already have, right? Do I not have fiber in here, or is it just in the back? Wait, maybe I don't have fiber in here. Yeah, okay, these guys were leaf. We already checked them. Okay. I could probably add fiber. because we have kind of this area was Dilo. Okay, I'm missing a smidge of tall leaf. Shadows are good. Diablos are still good. And the Styrax I found in a forest. Okay, cool. Great. How do the Styrax look alongside the Diablos? Do we have any nearby Diablos? They're all kind of back in the woods. I just wanted to get a sense of size comparison, but looks like we're not going to get that easily. I mean, similar size, mid-sized ceratopsians. Probably not too shocking. Alright, Oranosaurus. So, the Oranos are seen in the museum scene in Rebirth on one of the signs. They look superficially like the Camp Cretaceous Oranos more than anything, I would say. So I've gone ahead and selected the actual Camp Cretaceous variant and the Camp Cretaceous skin. They have striped sails, very reminiscent of the Spinosaurus, actually. A part of me wonders if the art in the film for Oranosaurus is actually just really shitty Spinosaurus art, but they just didn't do a good job of, drawing, and they just kind of stuck it on a sign and called it a day, and now people think it's Oranosaurus, but for the purpose of this park build, we need herbivores, and it's good enough justification to get Orano in, so we'll do it. Plus, I mean, it is a canon animal, right? In the sense that it's in the shows. Got a good, healthy haul of Velociraptor. Can we... I would have to do both of them. I'm not going to do that. We'll go back out for more Velociraptor. There it is. I knew there was another one. I was just looking in the wrong direction. And then we'll get those out after the Oranos. Probably just do a few Oranos. I like that this Jeep is actually managing to navigate to the lagoon somehow. Through possibly the most circuitous route ever. Instead of going out here and down the road, he swings all the way out into the jungle. But I'm not going to tell him how to do his job. Especially not when he's actually doing his job. Let's not go crazy, you know. 4 eggs. Skittish, thirsty. Oh yeah, they have thirsty. And tolerant. Oof. Social, humble, thirsty is okay. 40% dominance from tolerant, but also weak. That's okay. I can take all 4. What was their social anyway? Are they a 2 or are they a 4? 2, okay. So not like the other hadrosaurs. More like the iguanodontids. Which makes sense because it's not a hadrosaur. Well, I think Mutabura is still a 4, right? So it is not so cut and dry. Alright, Velociraptor. Another expedition. Yeah, Mosa, like, that is maybe a humble Mosa can fit in there. I'll probably pull up a database enclosure planner and take a look. If Mosa doesn't work, I'm definitely not going to expand that lagoon because I don't want to mess up the aesthetic of the dam. So maybe we put like dunks in there or something instead then. Actually, do we even, where are we at on? Mosa is behind 2A, which we have not even done. But we could do it. Yeah, well, step 1 is to figure out if it even fits. So yeah, these guys are good to go. 4 Rhinosaurus. We've added in the plants they need. It's not disrupted the copies to any significant degree, so I think we'll leave this exhibit alone for now with just the 4 Rhinosaurs. Eventually, we'll probably make this the Rex exhibit and put the Oranos in a secondary or tertiary herbivore paddock, but that is a far future issue. Right now, our objective is the Velociraptor. Followed by the research for the Mosasaur. Let's process this on the 3 and then see. Let's think about this. So, we have a prereq. To get Mosa, we need Noth Leo, which is a 12. I could just do this. I think I'm fine with that. Because then we're doing both at the same time, and that's efficient. Alright, let's take another crack at some fossils. So, it's not done, so we do have to go out one more time. Everybody is sleepy and tired and mad, so we'll get them rested, then go dig up the rest of the raptor. I think it was... Well, I can't check now. No, I can tell if they're done. This one's done. This one isn't. So yeah, one more dig. One more dig and we got the raptor. Oh, also, I forgot to mention the hotels on the video here, but I put in a hotel over here up on the hill. Kind of a nice vibe, like tucked up on this little path through the bushes. This path here has this like the wall decoration used to provide a rim around it. So it is a little weird that there's like a rim in the way, but I think it's fine. You just step over it. It works. It doesn't matter. Our park is not handicapped accessible, but well, what you gonna do, I guess. Do we 53,358 52? This is not worth it. Okay, ignore the amenities because it's also gonna change apparently. Green and orange. Do I do like donuts? Okay, well, it's going to change back because it's a liar, and we can't trust it. We need, like, 2 more hotels here, too. We should just probably do big hotel research at this point. Because, we need enough that I should just, you know, fill it up, I think. So why don't we do this? Then we'll do the expedition. That way I can set up hotels. While we get those last few fossils. Alright, 2 large hotels. Takes care of our need. Process that on you. Let's see what we need from Mosa here. 18. 18 on 4. We have 15... 2 points here. 10, 10, 3, 3, 2 would do it. Why don't we get the raptors first? And then we'll worry about it. So yeah, big hotel here, replacing 2 small hotels. Just kind of directly upgrading in spot from one to the other. Oh, and I still have a small one over here I totally forgot about. I guess I should replace this one too, huh? Might as well. Which is not even needed, actually. So yeah, we didn't even need... This is like 84 after the first one built, so... That probably makes sense that this would be unneeded. Okay, that's the Carnos harassing him again. Fair enough, I guess. Do what you gotta do, I guess. Alright, Velociraptors. So the plan for these guys, the Velociraptors in Rebirth have a entire design, an elaborate, interesting design, and they don't show up in the film in any meaningful way. They get attacked and killed by a Mutodon. They're in the shadow. You can't even see the color palette, but it's there. It looks a lot like the male Jurassic 3 Velociraptor with like the quills on the back of the head and kind of the more colorful color palette. It's more blue and orange on the face. So it's not the same raptor. It's not even like a variation of the design so much. It's just the closest design in the franchise to it that we have access to here. There is no Rebirth Raptor skin for any of the mods yet. So we're going to do JP3 Raptors. There's also a Raptor prop The two-headed raptor from the trailer you see, right? That is a prop that was made. That is kind of maybe it's in the film still. It's just the scene was cut and you can't really see it, or maybe it was replaced wholesale by the Mutodon. Unclear. But that prop appears to be a white and black raptor modeled very similarly after the JP3 female, possibly the female counterpart of like the male blue and orange faced raptor from Rebirth. Again, unclear because none of it's in the film, but it's also a good reason to include the female JP3 raptor alongside these. I thought it'd be nice to throw in a little bit more though. So we're using these Dino Tracker raptors. So these are variations of the JP3 raptors that were on the Dino Tracker promotional website for Dominion. And somebody made a mod out of those. So we'll throw in those as well. And we'll just kind of take whatever we get here, I think. I guess we'll pump it up 75, 75. We could get rid of large appetite, I guess. Less shit to block the genes out. Intolerant doesn't matter. Yeah, I think we'll just take the one clutch here, but hopefully I'd like to get one at least of each raptor skin, so I might do a second round. All right, 6 of them. Aggressive, intolerant. This matters. This is kind of a problem. Because Intol is 30%, aggressive is 35%. So, wait, hold on. So if I take, so this is like optimal alpha out of this batch. Humble, social, and aggressive. 35, 20, and 25. Intol basically swaps out this 25% for humble for 30% intolerance. So basically anything aggressive and intolerant we can't take. Yeah, okay. Which limits us to these 4. Okay. Dino Tracker female, 2001C Dino Tracker female. Do I actually want that many Dino Tracker female? Kinda no. What is their social? 2. Okay. Let's reset all the genes. Let's remove the females. Yeah. Random favorite. And then we'll breed a round of males here. I like the JP3 Raptor Pack vibe of like the one female matriarch and a bunch of males. So we'll probably follow that vibe again. In the context of the film, there's like 3 raptors, right? There's the one in the tank and then the 2 in the ambush. The 2 in the ambush are probably males, if anything is, and the one in the tank is a female. So like a 2-to-1 ratio kind of makes sense from that angle. But I would also like to see every skin, so we're not going to do more. We're going to do more than 3. That's the point I'm making. So at that point, I think we take the 2001C and the non-aggressive Dino Tracker female. We just hatch these 2. We could do 4 males to go with 2 females and have 6. I don't hate that. That might be okay. And then while that's happening, no, because I need everybody. So yeah, we can't do the Mosa. We could do something else. Let's take another peek through the tree. So Maiasaura, where are we at? 2 lost fights. We'll stick a pin in that. Brachiosaurus is 12. Well, I guess she's busy on synth. So when she gets back from synth, we could do Brachie. So there we go. We'll do this. 8, 3, 2. All right. Okay, storm rolled in right as I clicked the release by airlift. So I was able to just escape out and cancel it. Let's get the shelters open, see what the storm brings for us. Let's go watch the carnivore pens here. Always a good starting point. Okay, what do we have that's damaged? That is damage to who the fuck knows what? A pipe? Oh, there's a viewing gallery in there. Sure, man. We'll have to do that one manually. Maybe we could catch this lagoon jeep on the way back, because they drive in a weird direction. We can like take control of it when it's coming around the corner here, and maybe we can click this as we get launched into space by the physics engine dying, because we'll be in the trees. Yeah, let's get the gate first, and then that, and then any gate damage over here. Nope. Okay. Well, we're through the worst of it. He is coming back. Through the woods somewhere. He's struggling. Okay, now he's moving faster. I think he had to make it up over the hill. I think that was the big trick. Okay. We're able to get it. I can't tell if I repaired the one I need to repair or not. I think so. Yeah. Okay. Might have got him stuck. Well, let's just not look at him. It'll be fine. Okay, now we can get these raptors out for real. I probably could have been hatching the other ones while this happened, but whatever. Alright, raptor paddock will be this pen. Let's just drop them here and here and throw in a goat feeder. Yeah, anywhere over here works. Okay, actually, let's do... Let's do the Mosa. So 10 for... Alright, then we can get started on that while we hatch the second batch. That's the Dino Tracker website female mod. So kind of a bluer riff on the JP3 female. And we'll need a dominance fight. Pretty cool raptor skin. I like it a lot. I like the different shades of blue that are mixed together here with the whites. It's a good look. Alright. Not a real fight, I guess. Just a dominance display thing. Yeah, so it like doesn't count as a fight. Which would have been useful because we do need that Myosaurus situation. We can potentially deal with that through the magic of forcing our dinosaurs to attack each other until it works. Jesus Christ. Holy crud. I don't think I've ever seen a worse clutch of eggs in my life. I don't have tolerant, right? I should have removed large appetite. I could just research this quick. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because, like, that clutch is so bad. I might as well just re-roll it, honestly. Like, if I want 4 males, I don't know. We'll keep it in the hatchery and make sure we get both skins. Maybe all 3 skins. 2001A and male. We didn't get any of the other 2000 skin. Because there's the CGI glitch raptor too, where the stripe doesn't render correctly, which people have for some reason made a big deal about and like named and everything. So we'll try for that too. All right, yeah, 75% intolerant, 50% large appetite. So it takes almost all of the G mods to turn these guys neutral on both of those traits, which is comedy. We'll push you over the limit here. Sorry, was your name Baby? What was your name? Bray, okay. Not Baby. I mean, there's a little bit of less red. They're still, like, really aggressive, but I mean, the Raptors, it makes sense. 2001A, 2001B. Dino Tracker male. Maybe we just do these four, I guess. And then I can discard the second batch. That's every variant, at least. Alright, then we need 13 logistics for the Mosasaur, so we actually need to do a trio. So, as soon as she's back from resting, we can start digging up Mosa. Alright, there is our other modded Dino Tracker Raptor. The red male variant from that website. And then we've got, of course, our JP3 Raptor, so the solid stripe. This is a modded skin, a modded remake of it. Same guy, and then there should be the dashed line one, which was this was the one that was like the CGI render error from JP3 that just has become a fan favorite variant in the franchise for some reason. That's never made sense to me, but we might as well have one. We have a skin for it. So I think 6 is a good number. I don't think we'll put in any more. 4 males, 2 females echoes the population distribution from the movie in a sense. So I like it. Environmental needs are perfectly fine. We could cram more in here. I am gonna leave it. If I hadn't already gotten rid of the Dilos, I could potentially have expanded the Dilo pen down a little bit, but it's fine. I also connected all these control centers together because they might not have been connected. Because I don't know if these are being used. Well, I mean, I see the car going, so at least they're being used now, right? Presumably. Transport rating. These do have transport rating listed on them. So can you use this as transport? Because if the hydroelectric, so the hydroelectric was like the only other thing that connects to the Hyperloop, right? I think. But I don't remember if these go on the path network. It's been so long since we used the Biosyn set. But if I can get that to be transport rating and essentially connect the back part of the park to the front part of the park, that would be great, because our transport rating is a problem. We're losing a full third of our guests because of transport rating problems. We need to fix this in some way. And we should probably do something with the amenities at some point, but we need to fix transport first so that we actually know what we need for amenities. So I guess maybe I should push large power. 3.5 stars. We don't actually have 3.5. Why don't we unlock this? That way, if we do hit 3.5, we can get that. And then I think we just ignore the transport issue. I could try putting in a monorail, like, temporarily to alleviate it. But, like, where do I connect that? Like, back in here? Put it up on the hill? I don't know. I mean, I could just clip it into the middle of the building somewhere and go with it, because we don't have hitboxes. But that also just feels weird. Yeah, I think we'll just keep going. I mean, we have $71 million somehow. So I think we just keep plugging away here with this penalty. And we just don't worry about it. until later. All right, to end today's video, we're going to work on some more research prereqs, actually. So this Mosa dig is kind of a one of. We can, honestly, maybe just hold these because we only got 2. It's not really worth anything. So we need to unlock Maiasaura, and we need to unlock Triceratops. So we need defensive animals, 3 defensive, and we need 2 lost fights. We currently have 1. I do not know who has lost a fight. So the plan's going to be sedate Diablo, sedate Carno, put them in a death duel arena, and hopefully we can keep them alive through darting with the medical team long enough for one of them to lose 2 fights to the other. And if anything dies, it should be the Diablo and not the Carno. And there's a storm. Well, okay. Now, for defensive, we're doing Mutta, so we need to actually be doing those expeditions. We need 4 logistics. And we have 3, and we have no points. I need this guy. Like, obviously the logistics specialist can do it, but this guy would have been enough, but they're both resting. So, yeah, after the storm, I guess. Right, let's see what this one brings. I don't want to move these guys right now because I am not prepared to babysit them during a storm. We need to make sure the fences don't go down on the carnivore sector. That would be bad. Okay, power outage. Annoying timing. Why don't we manually do this? Oh! The gate is floating. Interesting. Can I fix this? Do I have the technology to fix this? Oops. Kinda. Sorta. Okay, I need the car to get out of here. Stop bouncing and leave, please. Okay, I'm kind of surprised I could fix that, actually. Cool. Is this gate floating? No, just that one. Okay, manually again. Yeah, it's a magic floating gate, for sure. I cannot click on my car. Why can I not click on my car? There we go. Alright. Any other damage? Not really. Alright, 1 Diablo into this pen.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
And 1 Carnotaurus from over in the main compound.
Asset required collection.
Let the battle begin. Then yeah, let's get this expedition running while we deal with that. We don't even need to finish this. We just do 1 expedition to get enough to clone it. If they try breaking out instead of fighting...
Asset transportation underway.
Well, I don't know what we'll do. Something. You're rebuilding Jurassic Park. It's always the classic build to do a JP rebuild.
Asset delivered.
Let's just double fence this. Okay, let's get the medical team immediately in here. Ready to go. Quickly. Fight. Alright, let's make sure we do whatever we can to keep him from... Oops. Completely going bonkers. If we can. Yeah, so they dislike each other. I don't know if that's good or bad. Return to JP is always a good vibe, too. Kill each other! Do it! Let's do this. If we block the fence, or the exit, we can keep the medical team on standby. Although they might get killed by the Carno. Well, these things have like a high HP. It's probably not a problem. Lot of return there. Sneak in one Mosa? Might as well. That is 96%. Maybe I should have just completed it. Ah, it doesn't matter. Oof. Yeah, exiting the game without saving and losing everything sucks. I habitually save a lot because I don't trust the game to not crash. Oh, oh. Okay. It's working. That was weird. They teleported. No! Okay, so that strategy does not work. He just fucking died. I could not save him. Fuck. I saw the damage marker, the red, you know, he's dying warning, but when I darted him, it said his health was full. Unless there was like a weird thing with hitboxes. I don't know. Maybe we should try with like a Cerato. If this Carno wins 2 more fights, that also gets us our Rex unlock, which is something. Do you not have like autosave data for that park? Does it not like autosave if you're like paused building the whole time or something? All right, yeah, I guess we'll do some Carno. It's not expensive. It's fine. Yeah, this island's a little magical for sure. We got the magical power of mods working for and against us. Oh, I'm still processing fossils. Ha! I was like, where the fuck is Mutta? He's not done yet. Alright, let's do... Oh no, I did give him a goat. Yeah. Already did that. He can be lonely. This is fine. Doesn't matter that much. Hey, leave him alone. What'd they do to you? Let's do this. Can I have my medical team back, please? There we go. Nope. Come on. Why can I not? Why does it bring up... Wait, what the fuck? Wait. Since when the fuck can you double-click a fence to build a fence? Why is this a thing? I double-click the fence and it brings up the fence tool. Has this always been a thing that exists? What the fuck? That's crazy. Yeah, the carnivore feeder needs are a little weird. I don't keep up to date on Lego sets. Why can I not take control of this vehicle? The fuck? There we go. Weird. Is it because it was like mid Carno attack or something? This game is blowing my mind today. I'm learning you can double click a fence to open up the fence build tool. Unless that's a Kai thing. That might be modded. Maybe this is a modded shortcut. Can I double click other shit to like open build tools? What if I double click a path? No, that doesn't do anything. No, it does do things! Is this base game? I have no idea. Could I double click a power line? I can double click power lines. What the shit? Okay. My mind is blown. A whole new world is available to me now. Alright, Mudaburras. We need 3 defensive guys, so probably makes sense to remove the negative gene. Less things to get in the way. It's 50% defensive, actually. It's pretty nice. Did I get my Ceratofossils? We did. Okay, why does that dig site suck ass? Why are there 2 Ceratosaurs there? What is this shit? 51%. I might be able to breed that. Sure, we'll try it. Alright, we'll grab a Cerato and try that. For our Mudaburrasaurs, in a clutch of 4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 defensive. We only need 3, we'll take these. We'll, I don't know, throw these in the Urano pen and then just sell them right away, I guess. Not gonna keep them. They're non-canon. Alright, then just 1 Cerato. Do I maybe want, like, Fit to give him a little more of a fighting chance? I don't know. The Raptors on the Boat Lost World theory is a pretty popular one. People, like the idea a lot. I think it's the kind of theory that wouldn't be the worst thing to actually make real. Like, to introduce into the franchise and canonize it, because the boat, the SS Venture crew being dead has always been very weird in the context of Lost World. Really doesn't come off right, so I'm pretty okay with that. That's like an instance where I think a retcon would be quite welcome. We'll never win against the larger ones. I had no idea that that was preset. Alright, we unlock Trike. So, let's go ahead and do the research. It's nice and cheap and easy. Alright, Mr. Ceratosaurus. Can you fight, lose, but not die? That is the real question here. This is the goal. Okay, there's the other Mutta. What do I think destroyed the boat in JP3? Production issues. I think in one of the scripts it's like a Chronosaurus. Am I correct on this? I think logically, like, the only thing it can be in the context of the movie itself directly is like the Spino, which is still weird. At least Rebirth almost like retroactively makes that work because the Spinos are in the ocean in Rebirth, so it's less weird that the Spino in 3 might have went in the ocean. But it is a pretty strange. The whole boat sequence is very like B-movie in 3 as well. The way it sails into the mist and then everybody's instantly dead is pretty silly.
Transit has commenced.
40% chance that Serrato will kill the Carno. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen, because that'll make me sad. We focus on keeping the Carno alive more than anything else, I think. Why don't we get this back in here so we don't draw too much attention until that thing is landed. And maybe do a quick edit. Alright, Ceratopsian research is done. The Serrato is on the ground. Ceratopsids and Ceratosaurus having Serrato at the front of their name, but sounding slightly different, just completely fucked my mouth up there. Let's get the American Mosasaur remains. And then settle in for some fights. Some death matches, maybe. Fight. Fight him. He's sleeping. Don't sleep. No sleep, only fight. Okay, it might be time. We might have a fight. They're moving closer. We got to make sure we're there. Fight. Fight. No, he's just going after the fence. God damn it. You fucking nerd. Fight. The goat. I heard the goat tromping around. It was really funny. Okay, okay, it's happening. It's happening. Everybody calm down. I haven't done the dig site. Yeah, I wonder if the Distortus Rex dig site actually gives you fossils. I'm sure it does, because they would have to code in something else if it didn't, but it'd be interesting to check. What is this posturing bullshit? Seriously, guys? Does that count? Is that a fight? Oh my god. Okay, the fence is fucking me up there. This has to be modded. There's no way this is base game, right? This double clicking to open the fence tool, this has to be from one of Kai's mods. Because I think I would have noticed this in 1,000 hours. That is not a fight. Motherfucker. Seriously? That is... wait. No, yeah, that's the one he won. Yeah. No, that didn't count. Oh my god. No. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna not sit here all day waiting for these nerds to fight each other. We're gonna park the medical team in here, and we'll come back when something actually happens. Fence broken. Yeah, it's pretty realistic that the carnivores just posture at each other and then one runs off. Like, as a mechanic, I like that a lot, that they don't just death duel every time. But in this instance, where I want, you know, to have them fight, it's pretty annoying. So, don't love that. Fight each other. Stop hitting my fences, you fucking shit. Go fight. Go have a fight. Get out of here. We're going to have a proper mess in this park to clean up after all this. He's just going to keep doing it. They should fight eventually, but this is going to be a pain in the ass to keep track of. Alright, we're going to wrap it up here, I think. Why don't we... Yeah, because we don't have fossils to come back. It's been a long enough episode. A little bit of a longer one. But I kind of wanted to take a crack at doing this. It was all kind of part of the thing. I think this has been a good episode. I think we've done a good job of making this park more cohesive and not just like a cool facility over here and all of our actual shit over here completely separate. So very happy with how we reworked this. Till next time.